Hello there, ICS3C folks. This is going to be a very short video that helps you figure out how to fill out your self-check for your web pages, a self and peer check. So on Edmodo, there was a file, a smartboard file that you went and you downloaded, and it looks like this. And the idea is you're going to pick one of the web pages that you've done from scratch, not on Code Academy, but from scratch, and you're going to evaluate how you did. So for instance, I chose the very first one, and actually I never did it, but you'll get the idea. This is the criteria, and I'm going to fill out this for my own page. So my own work, and so I'm reflecting on my own success. So of course ICS3C. The unit is right there, is, come on you, HTML, the date, well, you put in the date, I don't know what day you're watching this, but you put in the date. The programmer is your name, and it was HTML assignment 1, mine, HTML assignment 1 was the program. And then I looked at the stated criteria. So the stated criteria are what you were asked to do. And then you go through and make sure each of these things are done. If you've done all of them, if you've done all of them, circle all. If you've actually put more work in than was asked, circle more than all. Doesn't matter. And if you miss something, circle most. Just be honest, okay? So just be honest with yourself. So let's say I did most of them. Say I missed something. Say I forgot. Let's say I forgot to put a title on, and then so I can only say most. When you reflect on using your own program, now this is weird because our program has to do with just looking at a website, so it's not really we're using it, but does it execute in the way that you intend? It means, does it look the way you intend? And say there's something you're not sure of, and maybe we don't know how to do it yet, but you could say all of the time, you could say wow if you've really impressed yourself, but you might want to, and just put some reflection into this down here about what you think. Like I wish I knew how to center a picture, for instance. Or you could just say, I am really proud of this page. I put a lot of work in. Whatever you'd like. And then the idea is, this is an honest reflection of your own work. And then you switch with a classmate. You just, a neighbor. And then what happens is you leave your web page up, and you leave the code up, and then they fill out this for yours. So the programmer will be your name here. They come over and sit down at your computer, and they fill this out for your web page. And again, when you're evaluating your classmates, just be honest. Circle what's honest, and then one thing I really liked, one thing that can be improved, and be honest. The idea here is for you to look at some other people's web pages to show off your work, and also to improve before it's time to hand it in to Restall for big marks. So the idea is, if there's something that doesn't quite work, maybe you can fix it before it counts for big marks. This activity will count, but not for as many marks as your actual web pages when you turn them in. Okay, so after your classmate has filled out this form for you, save it. Save it as and call it program self-check, and not blank. Call it something else. I did one for the grade 9, so I'm going to call this, I could just write it over. I think I can do that. Yeah, I can. So I'm going to call it program self-check 1. And then what I'm going to get you to do also is I can export this as a PDF. That's almost always true in any program you're using. You can export as a PDF, but this makes it way easier for me to mark. So then I'm going to just press save, and then call it your name, Restall self-check 1. And then when I ask you to turn your self-check into Edmodo for me to check and make sure you've done this, then you can turn in the PDF file. Okay, turn in the PDF file on Edmodo, and I'll make sure you know how to do that then. Okay, good. So self-evaluation, peer evaluation of your web pages. This is going to be one of the things that we do during the year, and it's kind of fun looking at the work of your classmates. So have fun looking at each other's web pages, folks.